Faces are the focus of any model. They're the first thing we look at and where the eye is immediately drawn. But you don't need to be a Golden Demon winner to paint faces well. In this video, I'm going to show you my method for a simple Caucasian skin tone, along with extra tricks for adding details like 5 o'clock shadow and stubble, and all in less time than it takes to make a cup of tea. So let's get some colour on those faces and give your models the personality they deserve. To begin, I'm going to base coat the skin with Bugman's Glow. You want a nice even finish, which might take more than one layer. This model has gloves, but obviously paint this on any hands as well as faces. Next, I wash all over the skin with Reikland Fleshshade. Once that's dry, I re-establish Bugman's Glow over most of the skin, leaving Reikland Fleshshade in the deepest recesses, for example around the eye sockets, nose and under the chin. On the hands, I leave Reikland Fleshshade between the fingers and otherwise repaint over the palms. We're now ready to start highlighting. My first layer is an equal parts mix of Bugman's Glow and Kislev Flesh. You can see this covers a lot of the skin, but I'm beginning to define some shading on the cheeks and around the nose and eyes by leaving some Bugman's Glow visible. You can also see I haven't painted the lower lip, for reasons that will become clear later. Next, with Kislev Flesh, I cover an even smaller area. You can see that especially well on the cheek there. My penultimate highlight is a mix of Kislev Flesh and Flayed One Flesh, this time really focusing on the tops of the cheeks, the chin and the nose, the most prominent points. On any hands, I use this to define the tendons of the individual fingers. And finally, with Flayed One Flesh, I spot highlight the very highest points. On the nose, you can see how I picked out the tip and the top of the bridge separately. Again, you can see on this face, really just emphasising the nose, eye sockets, chin and cheekbones. On the hands, I just pick out the tips of the knuckles. Finally, I return to the lower lip, which I pick out with an equal parts mix of Flayed One Flesh and Corn Red, which just adds a little ruddiness to the skin and makes it look more realistic. This is also great for picking out things like scars, which this model conveniently has. And with that, we have a really easy skin, but you might want to add a little more attention to some ones. One easy detail is stubble. Who has time to shave on the battlefield, right? Believe it or not, to do this I'm actually going to use a green paint, and specifically Coelia Greenshade. Dilute it right down to a glaze, and apply a thin layer all over the lower jaw. This won't seem like much, but you can apply multiple layers to build up colour. But you can see here, after 2 layers, we have a really convincing 5 o'clock shadow. A really easy way to just add some more character to your faces. And there we are. In no time, we've made our faces stand out and draw the eye, and turned our rank and file models into individuals packed with character. If you're interested in how I painted the fabrics and leather on these models, check out my previous videos here and linked below, and you'll have your Empire Militia ranked up in no time. For now, all that remains is to thank my members. Your support really means so much. Please do consider becoming a member yourself if you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe to be notified when my next tutorial drops or suggest what you'd like to see me paint next. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy painting.